You don't need heat mats. There's better options. If you wanted to start a fire, would you take some cash, since it's made of paper, and throw it in here? No, it doesn't make sense. So let's go downstairs to my freezing cold basement, and I'm going to show you how I germinate any seed that needs heat in a cold basement without heat mats. We're around this seed starting time for a lot of people now, so a lot of the famous YouTube gardening channels are starting to talk about starting seeds, and heat mats are a really popular subject. When it comes to stuff like tomatoes and especially peppers, we need a really high temperature to germinate our seeds. As an electrician, I can do the math to calculate how much different electrical devices cost to run over the long run. And what you find is everything really adds up. I'm already running these lights here. These are actually just cheap LED shop lights, 50 watts. Lights are off now, but we got some plants growing in here in a freezing cold basement, doing pretty good under these lights that they're not supposed to be able to grow under. And just the thought of calculating the cost of running these lights and then adding more electrical devices to my seed starting setup just doesn't make sense. And that's why I never use heat mats and I never use fans. We can talk about fans another time, but today's about heat mats. Here's my secret weapon. I'm gonna go ahead and toss these up here. So one of the things I've learned as a monetized YouTuber is everybody is trying to sell you something. We're gonna be straight shooting, so I'm gonna go ahead and put the hat on straight. So a year into this monetization, I have almost 15,000 subs. I really thank you guys for subbing to the channel. But one of the things I base this channel on is saving you money. Even as a small YouTuber, I get multiple emails a day of people trying to tell me to make videos for them to sell their products. They're gonna give me free products as long as I make a video and put a link in there for you to buy them. And at this point, I am proud to say of the hundreds of emails I got, I have not sold out and made a video to try to sell you something I don't believe in. I really like finding cheaper ways to do stuff. So while others may be trying to give you affiliate links for Amazon to try to buy some heat mats, I'm not going to do that. But if you do want to support me at no cost to you, I'll leave an Amazon affiliate link in the description. You can click that, buy whatever you want, and I get a cut at no extra cost to you. There's definitely no endorsement here. This is from Dollar Tree. So what we're working with here is the old cheap cooking pan with the clear lid. I've talked about this in a lot of other videos. This is something so effective that I just thought it needed its own video to stress how great it actually is. So how does this work? It's really simple. We take the bottom of the pan right here, and whether it be soil blocking or cells, we go ahead and load her up. Check that out, 2-inch cells, 30 of them in there. You get your soil in here. Your soil is nice and moist to start. You sow your seeds. Once you sow your seeds, you put the lid on. What you got here is a mini greenhouse. What that means is wherever you put this thing, the temperature inside this is going to be 10 to 15 degrees warmer than the air temperature. Once I'm done sowing, I usually just put it underneath the grow lights. And even though they don't burn hot, it's enough to make the seeds germinate. I got a tray here with the lid off with some random hot peppers. Don't even know what kind of hot peppers these are. But my peppers sprouted in 5 days. My tomatoes sprouted in 3 days. When it comes to germination, one of our biggest problems we face is our substrate gets too dry. For germination, you need a moist substrate. You have that lid on there and you get that greenhouse effect and it's warm inside, it also traps that humidity. So not only do we germinate faster, we're removing some of that human error. We're using dollar store cooking pans, so we didn't spend money on heat mats, and our plants came up quicker, which means we're using less electrical energy, which means we're saving money. Of all my seed starting hacks, I think this is one of my favorites. Even the stuff that doesn't need the heat to germinate, I like to put inside the cooking pans to make them come up a little bit quicker. And then I can keep them inside the cooking pans because the bottom, I can just pour water in there and I can bottom water all my plants. And if you look here, I still got some plants in solo cups just hanging out in the cooking pan. Orange hat tomatoes, really excited about these guys. I go from dollar store cooking pan to potting up to the solo cups, then to outside. It's a lot of work starting plants indoors. Anywhere where we can cut out extra steps, it'll make our lives a lot easier. I really want you guys to give this a shot. We got to make things simpler where we can. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like. And if you're not a subscriber, go ahead and subscribe if you want. Spring is coming soon, so get excited, and thanks for watching.